all the DM conversations. So as you start to have more of those, they start to actually have the algorithm focus on you because tells them it's interesting, right? So now when we post, more of your followers actually see it. You start to actually show up on their page. On top of that, as more people start to see it and engage with it, Meta starts to show you on other people's page. And so that's how we help grow you organically. So leverage the traffic you already have and grow your social media following organically. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense.
Do you have any questions on that?
I do not have questions for now. Yeah, you can go ahead.
It's very, very hard to hear you.
I don't have any questions for now. Yeah, I
Okay.
understand what
Okay.
you are saying.
Cool. So once again, start owning the audience. I'll get more into that in a minute. Get the algorithm on your side and essentially help you leverage traffic you already have so you don't need to go out and do a bunch of ad spend. Are you guys running a lot of ads right now?
We are planning to run ads for Amani. Maybe from next week we are planning to run ads on Google Ads. So right
Okay.
now we are not, but yeah, we are doing in
So
next week.
my job once again is you've got 3,000 people. If I can convert 10 or 15 more a month than you're already doing, that's pretty impactful for your brand. I mean, obviously I'd want to do more, but I'm just trying to stay very conservative here.
Okay.
And then all your Instagram followers, social media followers are higher quality leads than leads you get from just ad spend, right? Because they're part of a community, right? And so there's some familiarity. So my job is to warm them up, get them interested, and get them to buy. So we do that with having a one-on-one conversation in the DMs. Once again, provide value, testimonials, any reviews you got, anything that you would say, hey, this is a value add to my client. I want to build into my system here. So what we're just looking at here is just a difference in the sales funnels. This is what majority of brands are using, and this is what I want to do differently. So right now, if I click on any of your posts, there's probably a link to your website. Okay. So I would go to the website. Hopefully you're capturing email. If you're capturing between 5 to 7%, we consider that healthy. Right now, based on what you told me, you're losing about 99% of all of your traffic though. So all the money and effort you put into your websites, all your marketing, you're getting, less than a 1% conversion rate. So it starts to get expensive mid-funnel generally as you're spending on ads to retarget, you're sending out more emails, and so you end up just chasing people around the internet. And then the average conversion rate for a website is about 2.2%. So you're lower than that right now. Our job would be to get you a little bit higher. Is there anything different about your sales funnel than what I'm showing you here?
Yes.
What else is different about your sales funnel?
My sales funnel is like it's very similar, but we do email campaigns and we do some our in-house, like we do calling, and then we actually get the customers. So
Okay.
we are not doing the ad spend, and we are getting some traffic from Instagram. I don't know about the conversion, honestly.
So that's good to know. What I would do differently here is we would repurpose the content you have, and as it gets posted, people engage with it, right? Just a comment. We want to send them a DM right away, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. The top of funnel, my job is to capture the traffic. And what I mean by that is I'm going to capture 9 out of 10 emails, 9 out of 10 phone numbers, 9 out of 10 DM lists for you, right? So I capture all of that communication for all the followers that interact with me. I just get them over to you so you have a marketing list. So my job is to build you a marketing list that way. Now, middle of funnel, my job is to follow up with people if they don't buy right away. So my system will DM them 5 to 7 times a week, generally. Some brands more aggressive, some brands a little more conservative. But what we do here is we generally want to lead with value additions. So do we have good reviews? Do we have good testimonials? My system is AI driven. It's a data driven system. So as I have more conversations, my AI is learning and it starts to give me feedback. It starts to give me data on what is most interesting to your clients. And so as I start to see a pattern of questions and inquiries and just a pattern of their behavior, I start to build recommendation quizzes so I can help them find the right tire, wheel, hub, whatever products you have to really hone them in on what their style is. Start giving them customized frequently asked questions, just in case, everybody has questions about this.
Yeah.
So start to personalize and customize that. So my job is to interact and just continue to build value for you. Now, where I start to really thrive is in the metrics. So currently right now, my DMs are opened at a 99% rate versus email. Historically, it's like a 2%, 3%. Once again, that's because when you email somebody, it doesn't matter if you have the best email in the world, but you're buried in their promotions tab, right? People get hundreds of those emails a day, but they don't get hundreds of DMs. So you're just more visible, right? What that leads to is a higher click-to-read rate and interaction rate. So historically, we've been at 97%. So I'll send out 100 DMs, 96, 97 are actually read, looked at, interacted with. So a very big boost to your brand. And then once again, if they don't buy, they'll continue to follow up, or they'll continue to have my system follow up with them until they make a purchase. Maybe they have more questions, but that's our job, to stay in contact with them, to give them all of the communication points that they need. Brands need usually 6 to 10 touch points before they get a purchase, and I can do that, one a day. So I really shorten the amount of time it takes a client to find you and actually buy from you. Once again, I would want to be shooting for a north of 5% conversion rate for you. So get 100 people in that funnel, convert 5, your average order value is 4 to 10. Let's just say it's an average of 5,000, right? That would be my objective, right? Hopefully I overachieve that. I can show you some client results where I do overachieve that have a higher average order value, but that would be my objective there.
Okay.
So what we'll look at is a couple of examples.
Alex, I have a question for the funnel. Actually, I really wants to know for the website visitors how you interact these website visitors. I understand whose customers are available in the Instagram and Facebook. You can interact with these people very easily. I understand that, but I want to know about the website visitor. If any customer visiting from ads something, he knows about this website. How do you interact these people?
So good question. I'll tell you and then I'll show you, right? Because I do have a kind of a demo of how this would work as well.
Okay.
So what we do? No, it's a good question. If this is interesting to you, this is why I was asking, what do you want me to solve? So you got 3,000 people coming to this website, right?
Mm-hmm.
My job would be to build a little pop-up button here that says claim today's deal, claim today's information, claim today's offer, something like that. All that button it's a portal to get them into my chat funnel. So if you have 3,000 people coming to the website, let's just say conservatively, because I can't get 100% of people to click on that, right? That would be very unrealistic.
My question, but I have another question. If you do this, then the people are interacting indirectly to Instagram. They are not motivating to our website. For example, I'm a customer. I'm thinking to buy a wheel. If I see this and if I go to the Instagram, then basically I'm losing sales.
Let me show you the demo. This might answer some questions here. So here's an Instagram client that we work with. This is their Instagram, and this is who this post for them. In this video, we scripted it. We told them, hey, say this. We built it into a post. As somebody comments, my system DMs them right away and starts the conversation. So the first thing I do is I capture their email for you. And then brand specific.
Thank you, truly. Not just for watching.
Education on their product. And then we always put in, every message we send has a button, a shop now button that brings them over to your website. So if they're on Instagram or Facebook, they click on that button, it'll bring them right over to the website. If they're ready to buy, if they want to go look, this will get them over there. Does that answer one of your questions?
I don't think so. My question was on the website people.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to show you, but then you threw another question in there. So I really wasn't sure, where we were going. So let me show you this one.
Okay.
So this is another one of my clients. So here's his website.
Mm-hmm.
Here's that pop-up button I was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as they click on it, it opens up their Instagram or their Facebook. I can do WhatsApp as well, popular for European clients, not so much in the States. But the flow would be the same. So your 3,000 people that come to the website, they'll see that pop up there. I just need 10% to click on it. And as they click on it, it starts to send them a direct message. And it'll get them over to your page too, so we can help start growing your followers that way as well. So as soon as we capture the email, we send it over to your email system. If you have played whatever system you're utilizing, we'll send it to, and your system will send them an email flow right away. And then just like in that other example, we will continue with brand specific information, videos,
I am
pictures,
so excited for you to check out Persist.
reviews. If you have any offers or sales that are going on, we'll build it into that flow. You just let us know what you need. The whole thing is a custom build. It's all brand specific. So once again, your website, there's the button, get them into my funnel. So my job is very simple, Sigor. It's to take all the traffic you have, website traffic, social media traffic, get more engagement and get them in my funnel. Because my funnel will convert higher than a website on its own. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Any questions on that?
I am so excited for
I
you to
want
check out
to
Persist.
see anything like you are bringing from website to Instagram. It's very similar, I understand. So how do you do that? Do you have any website which has integrated like Instagram?
Right. So I think I know what you're asking here. Clarify after my explanation. Let me know. What ends up happening is you have this button here. It gets them into the Instagram chat funnel. So what we could do right after we capture the email is we could put in a flow that says, follow, very simple. It won't say it like this. There's strategists that do this better than me, but it would say, follow my Instagram or follow my Facebook. So we can help draw that traffic over to you there. So there's the whole thing's custom. You just tell us what you need. If you want us to take traffic from the website, get them into my sales funnel and try and convert them, but also get them over to your page here to follow, absolutely. That's perfectly acceptable. We can do that. If you have newsletters,
Which one is
podcasts,
better? Like follower or like messaging?
I hate Sigor. It is really hard to hear you, man. I'm so sorry to keep saying it, but I didn't hear what you just said.
No, I said which one is good for. Which one is bringing more interaction to the customers, like messaging, or it's like following. I mean, following will be better or messaging will be better?
Well, you want both. You want both because the goal with increasing the follower count is every time you post something, more people see it. And the more people that see it, the more people comment. The more people that comment, more messages are sent. So the messages are really what you want. Because look, I mean, as good as this is, you're not drawing enough revenue from social media. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking at a company like mine if you were already doing it, right? So my job is to absolutely increase the amount of engagement you have, and that's comments, and then the comment starts a DM conversation. So if you had 30,000 followers, you're now giving me twice as many people that are more than likely to comment on that. So that's why we want to help grow this. So not only will we get more followers here just by creating more engagement, because then Meta algorithm says, hey, everybody, you're not following this page. Look at all the people talking about it. Come look at this page. So now you start to show up on people's pages that way. So we want to increase that as much as we can because that just gives me more to work with. On the other hand, you have 3,000 people a month coming to this website. I want to get as many of those people over to follow you too, because then when every future post, they're more likely to see all of your content. So it's all about creating a big community. And then every time we post, get as much engagement on that post as we can. And I think for you, it would be appropriate to do 6 pieces of content a week. You have the following for that. Honestly, I'd probably just throw Facebook in for free for you. You've got a good following there, but I know your Instagram is going to be the best system here. So I'd honestly just throw Facebook in for free to, just sweeten the deal and see what else I could do there. But Instagram is definitely going to be the moneymaker for your system. Now, granted, I don't want to ignore the 3,000 people that are already coming here. I want to get them into my chat system with that pop-up button. Once again, here's the logic. You've got a 0.01% conversion rate. It's pretty low. And that's fine. I'm not beating you up. You do have a very expensive item. So generally we see a lower conversion rate. That's typically normal. But if I can get you 10, 20, 30 more sales a month out of just web traffic that you have right now, that's a big value. So it's all about getting your web traffic, getting them into my system so I can convert them at a higher rate, right? Like if your website conversion rate was at 5%, I mean, that first of all, 5% for any brand is insane. It's really good. But with your average order value, I mean, you'd be making, your revenue would be very impressive, frankly.
Yeah,
that's my job.
Yeah, I think you are right at this point, and I think if we can increase that at least 5%, 2 to 5%, that will be huge. So that's actually our plan.
Yeah, like I'm saying here, if I have 3,000, I've got my calculator up here. If I've got 3,000 web traffic, and just 10% of that traffic clicks on that pop-up, which is pretty low. Typically I see higher, but let's just be very conservative. That's 300 extra conversations that I'm having just from your web traffic. And then if I just convert 2%, that's 6 extra orders. If I convert 4, that's 12 extra orders. And with your average order value, we don't need a lot of sales to make this really work. Like if I just get 6 extra sales, yeah, that's positive. Now, I believe I'm going to do better than that. Let me show you. Let me show you one of my client wins here, because they have a higher average order value. I think it would just help put things into perspective a little better. Let me pull it up one second. All right, where are you? Okay, here we go. So this client, this was mid-September, so they hired us like sometime in like mid to late July. So their average order value is $2,200. They were live with us for 38 days, and we're converting at a 16% for them, which is crazy. Now, granted, my job is to get as close to 15% for you as possible. Now, you do have more expensive product than $2,200, but man, all I need to do is do a 2, 3, 4%. Anything after that, you're just absolutely impressed with me. And you'll stay a long-term client. So, but I do want to show you that, hey, even for very expensive items, in 38 days, I mean, this is what we did for them. Now, granted, I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to make you $300,000 in a month and a half. I don't need to for this to work. But there is the possibility that I do very well on that conversion rate. So once again, I would just want to be shooting for, 5% would be amazing. It would absolutely be amazing for the brand. So that would be my objectives here, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, I will always try and do better than that. My team will. And it's the same thing that I told them. I said, look, you have a more expensive item. My average conversion rate across the board is right around 20%. Told them, I said, look, you have an expensive product. It's a good product, but it is expensive. Not everybody's got $2,000 sitting around. But I don't need to hit a 20%. Like if I just do 5%, what does that do for the business? And they're like, yeah, totally. Like they're like, even if you just do 2%, like it's a big lift for me. That's what I'm here to do, man. Very straightforward. You have the traffic on your website. You're not converting it very well. Once again, no offense. Like, I know your AOV has a lot to do with that because it is in a higher end product. But shoot, if I'm able to double your conversion rate, it absolutely changes the brand. So that's what I'd be doing here. A couple other slides that I think are important for you to see. This is what one of my chatbots looks like. Very expansive. Now, what's good for you to know here is none of this is guessing. We're not sitting here going like, oh, let's build this flow, let's build that flow. No. Our system, as it's talking to people, it starts to collect data and learn their behavior. So every week we go, okay, well, we learned A, B, and C. So let's build a flow about that. So we go 1, 2, 3 flows that week. Okay, let's go for the next week. Let's work with people again, talk to people. Okay, we learned more. So let's build 1, 2, 3 flows on that. So every week we build and build and build out. But also with all the conversations we're having, we're learning a lot. We'll go back and we'll improve older flows too. Because as we just get more people in the funnel, it's more data and it's more conversations and it's more learning. So the system is constantly growing and we're constantly just making small adjustments to improve. So over time, we just scale. So everything here, once again, the whole point of this is it's big and robust, but it's on purpose. There's no guessing. We let the data tell us what we're doing. The other thing to look at is the data. So what we're looking at here is all the purchases. We're looking at the emails that we're collecting. We're looking at where the purchase came from. Did this come from the website pop-up button? Did this come from social media? Was this a brand new client? And then how many follow-ups did it take my system to actually get that purchase? So, we want to see this, right? 1 or 2 follow-ups, that's good. We don't really want to see 5 or 4. So then this is what my team uses to go, okay, well, this follow-up took 5. What can we learn from that? What can we improve upon, right? We actually share this data with you too on Monday and Friday of every week. We send it to you. What's really neat about this process is all of this translates into your buyer's behavior, right? And we tell you what we've learned as well too. So my clients generally take this information as they're learning who their buyer is. They're able to improve their website. They're able to improve their emails. They can improve their ad spend because they understand their client and their audience a little bit better. So it's very impactful for me to share this with you. Questions on the data portion here, right? I guess, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah. I think.
Did you have a question there, Sigur?
I think you are interacting all the data. I mean, whoever visited from website, whoever visited from Instagram, whoever visited from Facebook or whatever. I mean, you are getting the data, so it's fine.
Yep.
I mean, I do have one question here, like when this should be your chatting funnel. When you integrate the chatting funnel in our website, then it will automatically reply to the people, or you will handle this manually.
Can you say the last part?
You will handle this, you will do this by manual process, like you will type something and then they will reply, or it will be fully automated?
Yes, fully automated, yes.
Okay.
Yep. We don't have people sitting there because there's a time lag, right? If you had 500 people come into your sales funnel, you're going to be able to get to the first 100 pretty quick. The second 100 and third and fourth and fifth, like there's going to be a time lag. And by the time you get to number 400, 450, they may not be interested anymore. So my system, just like we saw here, this is all real time. So they're on your website, they see the button, or they're on social media and they comment. Remember, it's either one of these. We just want to be everywhere your traffic is. As soon as they click on that button, my system is automatically sending this to them. This is real time. This is happening in real time. So there's no lag. It's all automated, instantaneous. So no, this is all, we build the system, we watch the system, we enhance the system. Everything written in here is done by my team.
I am so excited for you to check out.
But It's all automated. It's an automated chat system, correct?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so Alex, I understand the process honestly, and I see the value as well. I do want to know, I mean, for our B2B site and for our, which one you want to go first? What do you think? You want to go for Amani first, or you want to go for Elite first?
I'll give you my honest opinion on this. I think going for Amani first makes the most sense. Here is why. I'm sure you have some businesses in here, but there's a really good chance that most of these people are just regular consumers. So if I'm saying, hey, look, give me the best opportunity to create the most revenue for you, I would want to start with Amani, because most of these people are not business owners, right? They're just normal like me. They're just people, right? They're consumers.
Yeah.
And my job is to engage with as many consumers as possible. Once we build that one out, we absolutely can build out one for Elite as well too. You do have a lot of traffic here. So at the end of the day, if we find alignment and we move forward, you can tell us, hey, this is where I want to start. So the cool thing about this is the equation changes, right? Because you've got 3 times the web traffic here. The one thing that I know for a fact is consumers are wanting to buy, generally right away. And I know my system works very well for that. Now, my system does work very well for B2B as well. But I'm thinking Amani first. Now, you may disagree with that, and that's okay. Like, this is just a conversation, and I want you to just tell me if you disagree.
No, I
But
agree
I
with you.
know.
I mean, Amani is like D2C website, and you can,
Yep.
all the customers can easily go to the website and they can buy their item, and it's very easy for the
Yes.
customer journey. So I understand that.
Yeah, that's what so that's what my recommendation would be. As my team starts to collect data, they may be able to tell you in a couple of weeks, hey, let's build a system out for Elite, and here's what we would do differently from what we're doing for Amani. So I think that data collection is going to be very helpful. Sigur, at the end of the day, like, we're not looking for a quick dollar. Like we're working with like 160 clients right now, 165 clients. So we're not looking for a quick dollar. Like, if we can build you 2 different systems, we want to, but we do want to make sure that we're doing it right. Because, like, frankly, like, we want you to be a partner client of ours for a long time. So I want to do this very surgically for you. So I think starting with just one would make the most sense. Give us some time to start collecting data, and then say, hey, here's how we would attack this website a little bit differently. We could still pair it to this social media account. That's perfectly fine. We would just create a separate flow for the direct to consumer and the B2B, right? So we would probably want a little more data on that, so we can do this appropriately, and actually drive results on both funnels for you. So that would be my recommendation. If you agree with that, then it sounds like we've got some good alignment there.
Yeah, let's start. I mean, let's I just want to know, I mean, how much you will charge for this, and
Yep.
what is the agreement, and how, what do you think, how much times needs to interact to the customers and current existing people, and how many times do you need for making this funnel workable?
Well, you were cutting out a little bit there. What was the last point?
For making this funnel workable.
So I'll give you an answer here. Let me know if this is what you were asking. So if we found alignment today and said, let's move forward, I go live with my system in 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, generally between 10 to 12 days. My team's done it faster. I had a client 2 weeks ago go live in 4 days, which was really cool. It was a new record. I always tell people, give me 2 weeks to get everything done. The first thing that we do is we sit down with you for about an hour to learn about your brand. Like, tell us everything about your brand, because this is a custom build for you, right? We're not doing a copy paste like we do for other brands. Like, this is very unique brand with a unique audience. Tell us about your brand. We'll take a couple of days to come up with some, copyright and some scripting, maybe some mock posts, like some demo posts, and then we want to review that with you just to confirm that we heard everything you said in the first meeting. After that, we're going to go develop the chatbot. We're going to start teaching the AI. We're going to build out more of the flows, and then we'll test it for a day or two in a controlled environment, make sure everything works, and then we'll deploy it. So roughly 2 weeks. So for Black Friday, we have plenty of time. There's enough time for me to get enough data in there to be very efficient by Black Friday. And then before Christmas, there's enough time for me to be very, very efficient before Christmas. So timing is still good. My system is completely fully enhanced within 90 days, because generally you need enough conversations. Like, if you got 10,000 conversations on day one, we'd have enough data to be enhanced right away. Most people aren't getting 10,000 conversations in the first day. But if it happened, we'd have enough data to be fully enhanced. So within 90 days, we're fully enhanced. We're very enhanced by day 30. We're even better by day 60, and we're at our peak by day 90. And we have a fully fledged system that's working for you. Was that what you were asking about?
Yeah. That's what I am asking for, and
Perfect.
and I really want to know about the pricing and.
Yep.
And the agreement, you are saying we need to keep like 90 days, all the funnel and everything with you, but I will see the results within 1 month, you are saying?
Yeah, so if we move forward today, let's assume it just took me 2 weeks to go live. So as soon as we have that button on the website, as long as people are clicking on it, we're getting conversations. Yeah, we start to collect data. So I mean, I've had clients in the first weekend that we've been live.
Do you increase your system will increase the Instagram followers or no?
What do you mean by the Instagram followers?
Like, we have 15,000. Do you increase that like 30,000 or I mean, how many?
How quickly do you get from 15 to 30,000?
I just want to know how much you will increase.
Tagore, and we're having a hard time here because I'm having a hard time actually hearing you. I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best.
No, I'm also sorry. I just want to know how much follower it will increase for our Instagram and
yeah. I'm not going to give you a disingenuous answer. For me to say you're going to get 1,000 every week would be disingenuous. It might be 1,000 a month. It might be 1,000 a week. But I have some examples. In 6 to 8 months, I took a client from 30,000 to 80,000. We took another one from 20 to 50. So getting the followers, that's the lagging indicator. It's generally the last thing that happens, because you have to kind of build up the algorithm focusing on you, and then you need to keep it. Once you do that, you start to see it trickle in. But for me to tell you 1,000 a day or 250 a day, it would be very disingenuous of me. For every brand, it's different, but there is growth there. Now, even if there wasn't growth there, which there always is, you have enough people for me to start bringing orders in out of this. So you're at a good spot. I speak to brands that have 2,000 or 5,000, and it's a little tougher for them. But you already have enough people. We just need to get the algorithm focused on you. So for me to give you a number per day, it'd be a disingenuous answer, and I don't want to do that. I hope you can respect that.
Okay. Yeah, I respect it.
But it happens. I'd love to see 1,000 a month. Like, that's a pretty healthy number, right? Because that's some pretty good growth.
I mean, you can increase like 5,000 by doing something, but the thing is, you are really generating the real people. This is the important thing. Like,
Yep.
like 1,000 people who are really interested to buy wheels, and you are interacting these people, then it should be fine. But without this, I mean, I don't know, I mean how it will work. But if you see our followers, they are definitely good followers.
Yeah, I'll tell you, my team always runs a scan. We have a tool that scans we look for bots essentially, and you didn't have very many at all. So that was really good, and that's part of the reason why we took the call with you. If somebody has too many bots, that's not enough for us to work with, right? There's some brands that reach out that have 80 or 90% bots, or even 50% is crazy. And we just call them like, look, like you need to clean those bots out. You need to try and get some better growth. Because I need a certain amount of real people in order for this to work. And you've got the web traffic for it. You've got the average order value that matches with that. And you've got the followers between both of these. You've got probably 20 to 22,000 real followers. If we just take an accounting of like 10 to 15% bots, or maybe even 20% bots, just to be safe, you've got roughly 20 to 22,000 real people here. That is way more than enough. So you're in a good spot. Otherwise, my team would have said, hey, let's cancel the meeting, and then they would have sent you an email and said, hey, here's why. Segor, like, we appreciate your interest, but you just don't have enough followers. I can't make my system work. Let's talk in like maybe 3 or 6 months when you're in a better spot. We apologize. Our job isn't to just get a quick dollar. Our job is to actually work with a brand we know we can produce really good results, because then you want to stay with us for a long time. And that's what I look for. My average client stays with me for about 18 months. And that's what I'm looking for. So I see very good signs here with your traffic. I see good signs with your average order value. So things are pretty aligned there on my part. The final thing I want to show you is I'm sorry, did you have any other follow-up or question on that?
No. Go ahead.
I was just going to say just a couple of other things here. We call them plugins. They're just advanced AI modules that focus on certain things.
Yeah, you can do.
So we have the upsell booster module. This is pretty cool. So as people are looking at your products and they add them to the cart, this AI can recognize, hey, maybe buying this other product with it would be a benefit to you, and it starts talking to them about that. So that could be a positive one for you here too. Klaviyo Suite module, this one's good for a lot of brands. This starts learning the behavior of the client and helps essentially create better flows for email and everything like that. The other one I think would be very beneficial for us to talk about briefly is the abandoned cart module. You have a very high average order value. And I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that you probably have people that say, this is cool, I want this, but then they either get distracted or they go, I don't want to spend $4,000 today, but they leave it in the cart. This AI specifically goes through your abandoned cart, starts identifying people, starts DMing them, you can start constructing flows, things of that nature. And it's pretty successful as well too. I think it'd be pretty cool if this could get a 15% abandoned cart rate for you. I think it'd probably do better. But this one I think would be pretty great. And then the other one, this is just a client favorite, is the order tracker module. I know you already have order tracking, I'm sure you do. But this just takes it right into the DMs, so it doesn't get lost in email. It answers all their questions. It'll connect to anything. So just some cool things that I wanted to show you there. Any questions or concerns? I'm curious. I want.
No, I don't have any questions.
feedback.
I am understanding this, bro.
Cool. On a scale from 1 to 10, obviously we got to go over price. We'll go over. I have 3 options I want to show you. Where are you at here on a 1 to 10? This sounded like it makes sense for you. Segor, are you there?
I really want to know about your pricing, then I can say. And if I see the system, and if you ask me about the value of your works, I think it should be like 6 to 7.
Okay, 6 isn't bad. I guess what's keeping you from being a 9 or a 10 right now? besides, price obviously is in there. Is there anything else that you need to know about my brand or my product here?
Your product, the chatting system, you want me to show?
Sorry?
You want me to show the chatting funnel system, which is you are doing exactly, you are using, I mean your AI model.
Sigor, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know if I'm just not understanding the question or it's just still hard to hear you. Is there another way you could say that or ask that?
So I am telling you, you are showing me, can you show me the backend system, like how you are doing the AI model? Then it should be fine for me. That
So it's a so
which one you are using? Which one you are using for making the AI model? What kind of application you are doing?
I appreciate that. Yeah. So this is actually a proprietary AI model, excuse me, that my company built about 10 years ago. So our tracking system, our SaaS tool, and our AI is proprietary. It functions very similar to the logic behind ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5, but it's a proprietary model that my company built a while back. So, yeah, it's not like the closest thing that I could explain it to would be ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT 5. Yeah, the closest one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
but,
I got you.
It's all proprietary. Yeah, it's all a proprietary system, which is cool. We're the only chat company that actually has that. Otherwise, they just build you a chatbot and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of chatbot, like you can integrate and you can see. I mean, their AI is deploying like Zoho Sales IQ, TDO, and lots of chatbot available in the market.
We're the longest standing. I mean, we don't really have much competition because none of those other companies have data tracking software. So they're not able to pull results out of their chat system to actually figure out the buyer behavior. So that's why we've been in our space for about a decade here. Yeah, it's data. Without data, you're just flying blind. Like you're guessing, and you don't want to be guessing in this. So yeah, good question though. But yeah, everything is it's a proprietary build that we've done here. Yeah. Any other thoughts or questions?
No, Alex. I think I'm fine. I'm good.
Cool. Well, I have a recommendation for you, but I want to show you all of my offerings just so you have full clarity. My recommendation is right here in the middle. So we'll go from that first. What I'm doing for you here is I'm constructing and repurposing free posts and free stories for you every week. So 6 pieces of content. And this is for Facebook and Instagram. I'm just throwing Facebook in there for free for you because I'm very curious to see what we can do there. My team handles all the integration for you, so I don't need you to do anything other than just meet with us a couple times. Everything is done for you. I'll be building out 3 DM funnels a week for you. So we'll have a deployed build, and then every week I'm building 3 more funnels. As I'm getting information from people, I'm going to make purpose-built funnels based on what your clients are talking to me about. I'm going to give you a custom reporting. So I have a list of things that I assume you're going to want to see, but if you need anything more specific, you would just tell my team and we'll build out that custom reporting for you. My team is handling all scripting, storytelling, and editing. So if you have any new content, videos, photos, I don't need you to edit them. Just put it in a shared folder. My team will go ahead and go to work on that. And then I will be adding the website DM button for you as well too. So that's all built into this. Any questions on this offering before we look at some of the others?
It's 6,000. So
Yep.
I like
So
the
you
way
have
you are
1.5
talking. Honestly,
sales a
I mean, I like the way you are talking, and I like the funnel, but it's little bit pricey, I will say, because if I do not see the result, then it will be harder for me, honestly. And
So let me ask you this, and we'll just cut right to the chase here, man. I totally get it. I totally get it. We're not the cheapest for a reason because we've been around for a decade. We have all of our proprietary tools, data tracking. We do it all for you. You're getting a social media team as well too built into this. I want to ask you, do you think I'm not able, and be very honest with me, out of 3,000 web traffic and 20,000, 2022, we'll just call it 20,000 social media, do you think I'm not able to get 2 sales a month to pay for myself? 'Cause that's really all I need is 2 a month. And anything after that is profit.
Yeah, I think so. You can do that.
So let me run through the web traffic again. So you got 3,000. If only 10% click on this button, and usually it's higher than that, but if only 10% click on that, that's 300 people I talked to. Out of that, if I just got a 2% conversion rate, which is super low, that's 6 sales just from your web traffic. So the first 2 pay for me, and then the next 4 are yours. I'm assuming I'm going to do a little bit better than a 2% conversion rate. I don't have a client that's even expensive ones like you. I don't have clients that are below a 5. Now that's just web traffic. Once we start interacting with your social media, you're giving me a lot more to work with here. So yes, it is not the cheapest option, Segor, of course, but there is a reason why we have our price, because we actually deliver results, and we're focused really just on conversion. That's it. Strictly conversion. All I need is a 2% conversion out of 300 people, and I paid for myself. It's not a big ask for my team.
Okay. Yeah, I liked Alex. I heard you. I understand what you were saying. I really think it should work, but I also think I need to discuss with my team as well a little bit, that what they're about the meeting, what you are saying, what they are thinking, and let me check and get back to you.
Well, when should we reconnect? What are you thinking?
I think we can reconnect in next week. And do you have any I know it's 6,000, but can you give like any discount or something like this, or no?
I can't give a month-to-month discount, but if we did, so here's some examples for you. I have clients that sign my 6-month contract and they pay the full 6 months up front. I give them a month for free, right? I can do that. Or if clients want to pay 3 months at a time, right, for my 3-month contract, I'll take $1,000 off for you, right? I can do that, but I cannot change like my month-to-month pricing. Like if I did a 90-day contract or a 180-day contract for 6 months, if you want to just do a month-to-month, I can't change the pricing on that. Segor, earlier this year, I changed my pricing. I used to charge $25,000 up front to just get started for 3 months. Like that would be your cost to me for 3 months. So that averages out to be what? Like $8,330 a month. That's what I used to charge. I had a lot of clients and potential clients tell me like, look, I want to do this. I just don't have 25 grand up front. So I have lowered my price and just amortized it out. So to get my team started, I just need 5, 6, or 8,000 now, depending on the offering we do. For you, I think it's appropriate to start with the premium. I could just start with the Facebook and show you what I'm able to do for 5,000. That's an option. You have enough followers there, so that could work. And you have enough, you get the website button anyways, and that's where immediately we start to see the results because you've already got the traffic. So there's options there. But from a business ethics standpoint, if you were to say, Alex, where do I see overall the better results long-term for long-term growth, it'd be the premium there. If that makes sense. I'm just trying to be very genuine because I want a long-term partnership. I'm not here for a quick.
If you go away like after 3 months, then you are not getting benefit, and also I am not getting benefit. Both are losing sales, and both are actually losing the trust for the for I mean, I don't know actually what will happen, but I really think it should work, but I want to discuss with my team what they are thinking, what their suggestions for this, and then probably we can make another meeting, and
Okay.
and then we
What,
can analyze this.
let me, I'm gonna ask these questions just so I know what information to provide you to help them. What, I guess if this was free, would you do it?
Yeah, I'll do this
Why? Why would you do it?
because I see the value. I think I can interact. I can make some sales here. Basically, sales is very important for me. So,
Yep.
so that's it.
Yep. So knowing what you know about my business, what if you talk to the team and they say, don't do it? What do you do then?
It's a tough question for me, but yeah, I'll try to. I'll try to tell them. I can try. I can try that the value of this, but end of the day, I need to care of my team, and also I do think. I mean, if you see realistically, if you are not getting the result, then this will be a very big problem.
Sure. If I didn't think that your business would be a good fit, I wouldn't have taken the meeting with you. Absolutely. I turn away about 70% of everybody that reaches out to my company, roughly between 60 and 70. Because their AOV, their web traffic, their social media does not fit. They don't have enough traffic for me. So that's why that's why I took that call on. I never take calls on Saturdays, or ever. I never do. When my assistant said, "Hey, here's what he's got going on," I said, "Okay, let me talk to him." So you're in a spot where we feel pretty good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be offering my services. I would just say, "Hey, let's just talk down the road, man. This isn't going to be a good fit."
Yeah,
So,
I understand,
what if you-
Alex. I understand your time. I respect your time as well. But the
Thank
thing
you.
is, end of the day, I'm not I'm a decision maker, but I need to also convince my company as well. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah. What information? Let me ask you this: do you
I
feel you
think
have
I
enough
think it will be
understanding of my
great.
system?
It will be great. Like we discuss a lot, and you can share me a draft, our conversion. I mean, how actually it work. I will definitely say to them, and also you can share me an email about this. Then it will be fine, and we
Okay.
can make it happen.
Okay, that's fine. I was essentially asking, what do you need from me to be able to properly talk about my system? Because you know more about your business, I know more about my business, and if I was to explain yours, I wouldn't do it justice. You know what I mean? That's where I was going with this. So, well, when are we meeting then? Let's get some on the calendar. What makes sense for you next week? I'm pretty open Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and
let me
Tuesday
check
are
my calendar.
Monday's pretty good. Monday's pretty good for me.
Oh, share me. I sent you my email. Share me in this email. I sent you in the chat.
Is there a time I can just send an invite if you'd like? Is there a time of day that's better for you on Monday?
Let me check. We can do in with oh, I am very busy Monday and Tuesday, bro. So I can do like Wednesday.
You can do Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
What time?
Let's do it at 3 p.m.
You're central, right?
Eastern.
You're central time? Central time?
I'm
Could you do,
I'm
oh,
Eastern
you're
time.
Eastern. You're
Yeah.
Eastern, okay. Can you do 3:30?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay, I'll send an invite for 3:30 Eastern on Wednesday, and then later this evening, I'll get an email over to you with just some more information, some talking points, so you can share it with the team. And if you need anything else before Wednesday, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Sagor, I'm glad we could connect. I like the brand, and once again, I don't need to lift much to really cause some big impact for the business. So
Yeah.
please let me know if you need anything before Wednesday.
Yeah, Alex. I will definitely let you know. And yeah, I really
Okay.
like to talk with you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, well, you have a good day. Be safe, and we'll talk on Wednesday.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye, Sagor.